Esorfranki is a civil engineering and construction group specializing in geotechnical services and pipelines. Esor listed on the JSE in 2006 and acquired Franki shortly afterwards. It has a market cap of 589 million rand and a price to earnings ratio of 20.5, but pays no dividends. Esorfranki and the share price reflects what we've seen from the likes of Basil Reed and the other player that we discussed at the top, Stefanucci Stocks.
Look, they had results 2 days ago, so that PE came down because they actually made 20 cents a share for the period. Here's the thing about the fine though, they only got a fine of 113,000 rand. So that's why the share price popped from 125 cents before the results to 150 in short measure, because suddenly people were like, hey, happy days, no fine. But I mean, they are a nice little company. Bernie Kroner, the CEO, does a lot of good work on the investor relations front. Their speciality is digging the holes, the piling before the construction projects, and they've developed that business elsewhere in Africa with big operations in Angola and so on. So it looks good, it's solid. The pipelines thing, they bought a business called Shearwater a while back and some other general construction assets, Patula and so on. So quite nicely run group, has battled like everyone has, but does seem to be on the mend.
Levan, Esorfranki, we've got all the detail from Paul there. Anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, because of the massive Chinese investment within Africa, their specialized business starts to see quite a bit of demand over the next decade. If they're able to position themselves in different regions in Africa, I think that's going to help their turnover. What we've read recently is that the United States in particular has got a massive demand for the engineering piping side of the business. And so Esorfranki is well positioned. Yes, they didn't pay a dividend, but I think they've earmarked those funds for investment and expansion. And as you mentioned, just over 100,000 rand in fines. So it hasn't been, let's say, as uncompetitive as its peers.
Hot or not on Esorfranki?
I'd like to say hot, but a bit too small and in a difficult industry, so not reliable.
The stock is illiquid. Yes, they've seen an almost 300% up in headline earnings per share. I think the future is good if you're a portfolio buyer and you can get a hold of it, maybe put some away. So yes, I'm hot.